Hi, and welcome to another interactive read aloud. Today's story is A Dog Wearing Shoes. This is both written and illustrated by the same person, Sangmi Ko. Now, in this story, I want you to notice something about the colors on the cover. This illustrator used a pencil to make all of the illustrations in this book, but they went back and they used a computer to add in some color. So what colors do you think we're going to see in this story? Definitely black and white, but I see a little yellow and a little red. I wonder if that's the only colors we're going to see. Now on the back, there's a little bit of a blurb. I'm going to read it to you, and we're going to make a prediction together. It says, "Can we keep him? Please, oh please, oh please." And you can see the little girl hugging that dog so tightly. So let's make a prediction together. Do you think that that little girl is going to be able to keep the dog? I'm going to predict that, yeah. The mommy or the daddy is going to say, okay, we can keep the dog as long as you take care of it. Now, before we get started, I want to know, do you have a pet? I used to have a pet when I was younger, but I don't have one right now. Now, I want you to think for a second. How would you feel if you lost that pet? Try to imagine what it would feel like if your pet either ran away or got taken and you didn't have the pet anymore. I want you to hold on to that feeling as we read our story today, because that feeling is going to help us empathize with the characters. It's going to help us infer how the characters are feeling. So hold on to that feeling. Today, our vocabulary words are attracted, mood, and pranced. Let's get started. One day, Minnie was on her way home from Grandma and Grandpa's when suddenly, there's Mimi right there. Minnie, I mean. Screech! Ah! And you can see she's kind of dizzy down there. The mom's going out to see what happened. Minnie, look! It's a dog, her mom said. And it's wearing shoes. Doggy? Cried Minnie. Look at how cute that doggy is. With her yellow shoes. A dog wearing shoes. So that little part that we just read, those couple pages, that was kind of like a preview or a prologue, if you'd like to say that. And then here is our title page. Usually the title page comes first and then the story comes after, but this was kind of giving us a peek into what the story was going to be about. So here's the book, A Dog Wearing Shoes. Here, puppy, Minnie's mom called, and the dog pranced right over. So cute, Minnie shouted. Can we keep him? Please, oh please, oh please. And there's our vocabulary word, pranced. I want you to think what pranced might mean. I'm looking here at the dog, and it looks like the dog is happily going towards Minnie's mom. So maybe pranced means to gallop or to run happily. Looks like the dog is happy. Let's see if run happily makes sense in the sentence. Here, puppy, Minnie's mom called, and the dog ran happily right over. Yes, prance means to run happily. If you've ever heard of Santa's reindeer, they prance through the sky. Minnie's mom looked everywhere for the dog's owner. This little fellow must be lost, she said at last. We'll have to take him home for now. Now, what do you mean she meant by for now? She said, we'll have to take him home for now. Why did she say that? Do you think Minnie's mom is planning on keeping that dog? If she said for now, I don't think Minnie's mom wants to keep that dog. And she was looking for the owner all over that traffic jam here. So I'm thinking Minnie's mom is wanting to get the dog back to its rightful owner. Minnie was so excited. She sang a song, took the dog's shoes off and put them back on, bonked their heads together, and took a nap with him. At home, Minnie wanted to keep playing. The dog wasn't in the mood. There's another vocabulary word, mood. Do you know what mood means? Mood is how you feel in a current time or moment. So if it says that the dog was not in the mood for playing, do you think the dog wanted to play? No. Sometimes you're probably not in the mood to play. Maybe when you're sleepy or you're hungry and you don't really feel like playing. That's what this is showing us. Moods are different parts of us at different times. And then he started barking and barking. Minnie, I think he's missing his family, said her mom. He's my family now. I found him. He's crying. He isn't crying. He's singing. His owner must be looking for him. But he has no dog collar. He doesn't belong to anybody. He has shoes, said her mom. He belongs to someone. What do you think Minnie should do right now? Her mom is telling her that this little dog belongs to someone else. Do you think that Minnie should take the dog anyway and keep it for herself? I don't think that's a very nice thing to do, especially if we know that this dog belongs to someone else. I mean, the dog has shoes, for goodness sake. I think Minnie needs to try to find the owner. Now I want you to look at Minnie's mom here. Look at her posture and the way that her body language is showing us. What do you think Minnie's mom is feeling? How do you think she's feeling right now? She's got her arms crossed. She's kind of standing straight up with her head kind of tilted. I think that Minnie's mom wants Minnie to try to find the owner. Let's see if Minnie decides to help. Maybe he just needs a walk, said Minnie quickly. Let's go! Minnie and her mother bought a dog collar and a leash and went straight to the park. There were dogs everywhere. Soon Minnie's dog had attracted quite a crowd. How adorable and friendly! Look at those little shoes. There's another vocabulary word, attracted. Soon Minnie's dog had attracted quite a crowd. Look at all of those people around Minnie's dog. Attracted means that people would like to see you, or something is catching their eye. So if the little dog is attracting people, he's making people want to come and look at him. Sit, beg, paw, other paw, lie down, play dead. And he's so smart. Minnie was very proud. Fetch, Minnie cried. Uh-oh. Why? And my finger's kind of in the way. Why did they say uh-oh right there? There's the stick she threw. Where's the dog? Ran right past it. Minnie looked everywhere. Inside the park and outside the park, but all she could find was a shoe. That's a dog that likes to run, said Minnie's mom. Oh my goodness. I bet you can take that feeling that we had earlier about losing a pet, and you can infer what Minnie is feeling right now. Look, she wants a hug from her mom. Where are you, doggy? Cried Minnie. Oh dear. The next day, Minnie's mom took her to the shelter to try to find the dog. Doggy! Minnie sat down and gave the dog a big hug. Then she took him home. And you can see those yellow signs she's hanging up. It says, found. A dog wearing shoes. Is he yours? Please contact Minnie, 46 West Main Street. Now Minnie knew that someone else must be missing the dog too. What happened to change Minnie's mind? She was so set to keep the dog. Now all of a sudden she's putting up signs to show that she found this dog, to help get the owner back to their dog. What changed Minnie's mind? Well, remember back on this page when she thought that she lost the dog? How horrible she felt? She learned that that person that belongs to the dog's owner, was probably feeling that way too because she lost the dog. And she decided that she didn't want that person to feel that way anymore, so she put up some signs. It didn't take long for his owner to show up. They look very happy, don't they? A few days later, Minnie and her mom knew just where to go. And you can see, what does Minnie find? To find a dog of Minnie's very own. The end. So why do you think this story was written? What lesson did we learn from A Dog Wearing Shoes? Well, I think we learned that sometimes it's important to empathize what other people are feeling. It's important to put ourselves in other people's shoes and to make sure that we're understanding how they feel and how we would like to be treated if we were in their shoes. Now here's an extension for you. I want you to grab a piece of paper and I want you to draw me a picture of how Minnie was feeling when she lost the dog. So draw Minnie, and you can see Minnie. Let's give you a picture of Minnie. I'm going to go right to that page where she lost him. Okay, here's Minnie. I'll give you a couple other pictures to look at. She's hugging her mom. Going to the dog shelter. Okay, so draw me how Minnie is feeling. And then underneath, I want you to explain how this event, her losing the dog, changed her thinking and how that helped her to empathize with the dog's owner. I hope you enjoyed the reading of A Dog Wearing Shoes.